What's going on, people? TK Pryor, Master Wealth Builders LLC, coming back at you. And hey, listen, I want to get real for a second. Can we get real? They always say when keeping it real goes wrong, blah, blah, blah. But let me get real for a second because honestly, I'm in it for a different reason, okay? When I say wealth strategist, that's what my title is. And my company, Master Wealth Builders, the name is strategic, right? Because I'm trying to get the black community to focus on wealth and become a master at building your household income into higher strategies, right? I'm trying to bring advanced strategies to you that a lot of other people don't bring to the black community. No one's knocking on your door saying, hey, these are advanced wealth strategies. This is how you leverage. This is how you use OPM. This is how you set up a family trust. This is how you makes your income work harder for you than you had to work to get your income. This is how you actually not trade your time for money. This is how you move from the wage slave to the passive income side of life. This is how you set up generational wealth. These are the things that I'm talking about in all my videos. And I've been doing this social media platform stuff since 2009, 2010. If you go back to my social media, I had 1,500 followers on Instagram. I go back to 2009. I was talking about gold, silver. I was talking about Bitcoin. And I still was talking about empowerment and trying to get people who look like me to take their finances more serious by focusing on assets, really learning how to become your own bank. You know, I do a lot of videos talking about the affinity banking concept. You know, I'm really diving into advanced strategy. That's why my title is Wealth Strategist, right? I'm licensed by the state of Virginia, but I'm a wealth strategist. I'm bringing the strategies that other people keep out of our community and don't knock on your door and talk about. I'm bringing that to you in the form of a video because it has a broad range, right? I'm trying to elevate to the point where we do breakfast club type meetings and we have a social setting. You know, it's hard to get people to come out and focus on their finances, but you know what I'm saying? The internet is a way to reach more people, right? So I'm trying to knock on your virtual door and say, hey, let's focus on assets. Let's get a group of like-minded people together and really change the game in our community, because other communities are winning, but our community is falling further and further behind when it comes to economics. And that's the truth. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, or tell it. The truth is, as a collective, the black community is falling behind. So we really need to get individuals to make a choice, to focus on making their money work for them, right? And how do you do that? You do that through leveraging, right? You have to do that through positioning, right? You have to change your focus. You have to change your mindset, and you really have to get into different lanes. It's all about positioning, right? So I'm trying to show you different ways to position your money, because I can't help you make more money. But what I can do is to show you where to put the money you already have so that it works more advantageous, right? So that it kind of works in your benefit. Right. So I'm exposing these strategies to you. I'm showing you how, if you own a business, how you can have insurance on that business so that if something happens, your business still survives. A lot of small businesses, especially black owned, don't incorporate insurance in their foundational structure when they build it. They get a license, they get the city permits, but they don't get the opportunity to set up some long-term planning. So realistically, on the family side and on the business side, what I'm trying to do is get you to do some planning, right? I want you to do some long-term planning and do some implementation strategies that really get you in the same stratosphere as white businesses, in the same stratosphere as Fortune 500 companies, because guess what they do? Everything I'm talking about in these videos, they do it. They have the structure, they have the implementation, they have the long-term planning, they have the strategic partnerships. They definitely don't leave these things out, but our community is left out information, education, and implementation. So I'm coming at you with these type videos to try to get your mind to shift, right? And make it an importance, make it a factor in your decision making, because that's what it really is. It's about individuals making decisions that are different from other individuals. You got to do different to get different, right? So, hey, I'm bringing it to the forefront in a social media platform because I'm trying to reach people who might listen. I might not be able to reach very many. You might scroll past this video and say, what the hell? But for the few people that I can get to tune in, take serious, implement, and change, then hey, I'm making a difference. If I can affect one, then I can affect many. And one person, one business, one family, one individual at a time. We got to get the empowerment and that social justice in terms of me affecting the black community on an economic base is where I'm coming from. Because a lot of these leaders out here, they're not coming from an economic base. They're not talking to you about advanced strategies. They're not telling you how to make your money work for you. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving you examples and then holding your hand through the implementation process to get you from point A to point B, from C to D, right? So that's the difference. That's where I'm coming at you from a whole different angle and trying to show you, like, listen, this is what the first thing you do. Let me show you how to set up a family trust. Let me show you how to fund your family trust. Because everybody has these excuses. I don't know how much it costs. I'm not going to. Procrastination is a big disease in our community, bigger than diabetes. Because what people do is they say, I can't. And I'm saying, listen, I'm going to show you how to fund your trust. Okay, I know you don't have any money. I know you don't have any assets. But I'm saying, look, take the money you have. I'm going to show you how to write this paper so that the paper funds your trust. Boom. Now your family has some structure, has some assets, because guess what? It's an asset on your balance sheet, on the business side and the personal side. It becomes an asset. It becomes something that really aids you, right? Your family is now worth the face value of that policy. So guess what? Sign the policy, sign the trust paperwork, and boom. Now you have an asset. Now you have something you can lean against, borrow against, and guess what? Out of nowhere, you went from zero to hero. We have to do implementation strategies within finance that really change our game, change our individual lives, and change our future generation lives, because succession planning is something that black people just don't do. How is it that we don't think about tomorrow? Everybody lives for today. You're in the club, you know what I'm saying? You're buying clothes, you're buying cars, but the amount that you spent on the clothes and the cars in the club actually pays for 3 generations worth of coverage. So all you have to do is redirect the money you already have. That's the plain and simple fact about it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you sacrifice, redirect, but the redirection strategy is the best strategy the black community can do. Redirect the money we already spend. We're the biggest spenders on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Our money that we spend, our dollar leaves our community within seconds of receiving it. You know what I'm saying? You don't buy black. You buy white, Jewish, you buy Mexican, you buy every other community except your own. So at some point, you need to take your family's empowerment serious by basically spending money in your own household or spending money on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Pay yourself first. That's what I'm trying to teach people to do, and I'm licensed to do it. You think of me as this random dude on Facebook or on TikTok, but the truth is I'm licensed, and I'm coming at this from an activist standpoint because I truly care. You know what I'm saying? I got into this business because my mother empowered me with a trust. Okay? So I feel obligated to play it forward, and I feel obligated to try to teach other black families how to do the same thing. Too many of us don't care about finances and don't take it serious in terms of investing our dollars in a way in which it multiplies the income of our family and our future generations. And guess what? That's easy to change. All we have to do is shift our focus, redirect our dollars. So let's get this movement started. Let's get other like-minded people involved. If you understand where I'm coming from, if you understand what I'm trying to do, join me. I'm looking for strategic partners, platforms to speak on, invitations to come out and influence our younger generations. You know what I'm saying? I talked to you. Look at my other videos. I've talked multiple strategies, multiple ways to make it happen in terms of leverage, in terms of using other people's money, in terms of empowering your own household. That's all. I'm not doing anything to take away. I'm actually giving you things that aid and help you, and people scoff. People just say, eh. You know what I'm saying? Our community is so effed up that it's sad. But I'm really trying to make a difference out here by giving you some simple things that you can do with the money you already have if you just redirect it into this lane instead of the lane that you're already spending money on. Let's get it started. Let's take this serious. Schedule through the link in my bio. Schedule a consultation. Let's sit down. It's free to have a conversation, but it costs you a lot of money in the future if you put this off.